still in the same chapter. So you can see previously these are the things that you have learned. Okay, basically we are just going to learn how to solve problem involving linear inequality, this part, and also solve simultaneous linear inequality later on. Okay, so we will go through the first question over here first. This is problem solving. Okay, I need to turn off my camera because I need to write right now. So make sure you focus. Okay, we go back to the question here. Okay, this is the problem solving. In conjunction with the reading campaign, a stall is having a book sales promotion by selling every book at a price of 12 ringgit 50 cents. So you imagine this kind of question, you've got to always have the imagination. So when they said they sell every book at the price of 12 ringgit 50 cents. So imagine the book. You can jot down like me. I always make some pictures so that I can imagine clearly how does the whole situation look like. So a book, the cost of the book is 12 ringgit 50 cents, one book only. Now, Gani spends not more than 80 ringgit. So what is the symbol that is used if he spends not more than 80 ringgit? Can you tell me?
Less than.
Very good. Less than or equal to 80. It can be 80 because they say not more. So it can be 80, but it has to be less than 80. So we use less than or equal to buy some books from the store. Okay, calculate the maximum number of books that Gani can buy. So this 1250 over here, it is for one book. If I want to buy two books, you have to use 1250 to multiply by the number of the book over here. So I assume the number of the book, I let it be M. I make assumption. Okay, so I'm going to start the working over here. We start with assumption. Let N be the number of
books.
Yes, number of books. Okay, so the inequality that we can form up is 1250. We don't have to write the zero lah. You can just write down 12.5. N is less than or equal to 80. Remember, we don't put down the RM, no unit at all for the linear equation, linear inequality. You don't write down the unit. Don't write the kilogram, don't write the centimeter, and so on. So if you want to find the N, it will be 80 divided by 12.5. Why? Because this is a multiplication. So when you move it to the right, it becomes divide. This one is a divide. Okay? So when you divide, you got to notice over here, is it a positive number or a negative number?
Positive.
Positive. If it is positive, do we need to change the sign here?
No.
No need. Very good. You still remember. So we don't have to change the sign unless it is a negative number. Only then you change the sign. Okay, I make it the same, which is in blue. Then we do the calculation over here. 80 divided by 12.5. Oh, sorry. 80 divided by 12.5. The answer is 6.4. So we can write down already N is less than or equal to 6.4. Now, follow the question that is given over here. They ask you, calculate the maximum number of books that Gani can buy. From the given answer, the one that we found out over here, what do you think? How many books did Gani can buy? How many? Can he buy 7 books? Can or not?
No.
No.
Right, he only can buy 6.4, but there's no book in decimal form. The book must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is a whole number. Yeah, very good. Correct. So the maximum number of books that Gani can buy is 6. So you just re-answer the question over here. The maximum number of books that Gani can buy is 6 books. That's all. Okay, we continue here. So just now we learned how to solve problem involving linear inequality, isn't it? So we are entering the last part now, which is how to solve simultaneous linear inequality. So if you still remember, in the previous chapter, we learned how to solve simultaneous linear equation. So it's a similar thing over here. What does it mean by simultaneous? Do you still remember what does it mean? Simultaneous over here means you are going to solve it together, meaning that you have more than one linear inequality. You are going to solve two linear inequality right now. Okay, so the method is almost the same as the linear equation. So we look at the situation given first. This is a picture. The picture look yummy or not? These are all the sugar. This is the honey, all the sugar. Is there a recommended daily sugar intake? Do you have any idea what is the daily sugar intake for everyone?
Pengambilan gula.
Pengambilan gula. Berapa yang boleh diambil setiap orang untuk setiap hari?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, never mind. We will see here. Okay, based on the World Health Report, the daily consumption of sugar is between 25 gram and 37.5 gram only. So meanings over here, if I said the sugar intake is represented using M, so the M is in between 25 and 37.5, which is greater than or equal to 25. And the M can be less than or equal to 37.5, right? If I represent the M as the sugar. So over here, we can summarize the linear inequality together. Okay, it will become M is in between, okay, 37.5 and also 25 like this. We are going to solve this later on, okay, which call a common region, or we called it the solution. Now, let's see how to do it. So you can see, imagine if you can only consume 25 gram to 37.5 gram of sugar, you see how much are the sugar content for each of these. Jam or honey, 45 gram. One serve is 60 gram. So if you consume jam or honey, 45 gram from there. Okay, and then sugar, one serve is 40 gram. If you eat 5 to 6 sugar, you are going to get how much? And then soft drink. So one serve is 375. So once you drink all this, you are going to get 35 gram of sugar. That's a lot already. Chocolate bar, if you get one serve, which is 2 fun size like this, 4 pieces, you are going to get 50 gram of sugar. Ice cream, one serve, which is 2 scoops of ice cream, you are going to get 15 gram of sugar. Cordial drink, one serve, 250 ml means 1 cup. So 1 cup is 25 gram. That's a lot. Lastly, energy drink, a can like this, 300 ml, consists of 33 gram. So if you have used up 33 gram, you only can have 4.5 grams left for that particular day. So control your sugar, because sugar is a very dangerous thing. When you consume too much, you will have too much sugar in your body that will cause a lot of disease. Okay, now let us look at example 8 over here. This is the last example in our question. Solve the following simultaneous linear inequality. 2x plus 5 is less than 11 and 3x minus 10 is less than 5. So how to solve it? Don't worry, we are going to solve it separately. Sorry for that. Okay, 2x plus 5. So 2x plus 5 is less than 11. So we are going to find the value of x over here, which means 2x is less than 11 minus 5. Right? So how much is 11 minus 5? I off this one first. How much is 11 minus 5?
6.
6. Very good. So 2x is less than 6. Means the x is 6. This is 2 times x in front, right? Divide by 2. So we didn't divide with a negative number. The sign remains. Therefore, x is less than 3. Okay. And for the other one, you recopy down. 3x minus 10 is less than 5. So we need to find the value of x over here. We copy down 3x. and we copy down 5 at the back. So send the negative 10 to the right, it becomes positive 10. Okay, so this one remains the same. 5 plus 10 is 15.
15.
So the 3x still copy down, remain the same. So to get the value of x is 15
divided by 3.
Divide by 3. So do we change the sign?
No.
No, we don't change the sign. Therefore, the value of x is
5.
Okay. So this is the situation like this person. For example, I say Camelia. Camelia has less than 3 ringgit. And then okay, I use who else? Vanessa. Vanessa has less than 5 ringgit. So we are looking for the common region. Both of them has less than how many ringgit? I said Camelia less than 3, Vanessa less than 5. So both of them, we want to see the common number of money that they have. So both of them actually have less than 3 ringgit. How do we get that? So we can solve that on a number line. So this is a new thing to you, another one, the number line. You just make sure you include the number 3 and number 5 at the back, at the last line of your solution. So 3 is here, 5 is on the right. And then you plot the graph for x is less than 3. Less than 3, do we darken the circle?
No.
Or we don't darken the circle unless it is less than or equal to, then you darken it. Because it's less than, meaning the 3 is not included. So we are going to just leave it blank. So this is x less than 3. And then we are going to draw for x less than 5. So x less than 5, we are going to circle on top of 5. And then because it is less than, so we move it to the left. So x is less than 5. Then how are we going to look for the common region? Is here. Because these two lines, you can see the two lines that comes together, that is the common region. If it is only one line, we don't have common region. So we got to find the two lines here, that is this part, okay, and here. So this area is called the common region. Okay, therefore the solution for this answer is x is, you just need to start from this line. This is a 3, right? And then the symbol is less than. So the solution is x less than 3. That's all for that. Do you understand, class?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Give you another example. This is example B in your book. So this is how we solve the simultaneous linear inequality. If you look at this question over here, same thing. We have two linear inequality. This is the first linear inequality. This is the second linear inequality. So we are going to solve it separately. At x plus 5 greater than or equal to 5x minus 13. So we have x on both sides. We are going to group them together. I just group it to the left. Okay, which means this will be 8x minus 5x greater than or equal to, copy down whatever is left over. You see, I bring the 5x to the left already. I have left over of negative 13. And then positive 5, I send to the back, becomes negative 5. So can you tell me negative 13 minus 5, how much is it?
Negative 18.
Wow, great. So negative 13 minus 5, negative 18. Add x minus 5x equal to?
3x.
3x. So we can get the answer already. X is negative 18 divided by 3. So we don't change the sign because it's positive 3. Therefore, the answer is x is greater than or equal to negative 6. So we got the answer for the first one already. Then the second linear inequality, we copy down 9x plus 20. So same thing over here, we have x on both sides. This is the variable that we have to look for the answer. So we are going to group them together on the left. Therefore, it will be 3x. 9x will become negative 9x. And then the leftover on the right is 20. So you copy down 20 and the negative 4 becomes plus 4.
Plus 4.
So when you just change them to the left or to the right, there's no changes to the sign. When will only the sign change? Can you still remember?
When it becomes
If it's negative.
sign.
Yes, if you multiply or divide with a negative number. Only that it will change, negative number. So over here we don't change, huh? Okay, 3x minus 9x, how much is it?
Negative 6.
Yes, negative 6x, very good. So 20 plus 4, I'm sure you know that is 24. Okay, now we want to get the value of x. So you need to bring the whole negative 6 over. So it will be 24 over
negative 6.
So now you divide. You see, you divide with a negative number. What do you do?
Change
the sign. Very good. Straight away you change the sign. Okay, so 6 times 1, 6. 6 times 4, 24. The answer is x is less than negative 4. Okay, so this one you remember, I'm going to wrap it off, and then we need to find out the common region from drawing the number line. So this is a must when you want to solve the simultaneous linear inequality. After you get the answer for both of the inequality, you need to draw the number line. I draw it lower because we need to label the linear inequality after this. So the two number that must be included in the number line is negative 6 and negative 4 only. If I put negative 6 here, where is negative 4? On the right or on the left?
On the right.
Yeah, it is on the right because negative 4 is bigger than negative 6. Okay, I'm going to draw the first number line for this one. X is greater than or equal to negative 6. So x is greater than or equal to negative 6 is on negative 6 here. Do I have to darken the circle?
Yes.
Yes, I have, because it is greater than or equal to. So the number 6 is included. So I need to darken it. And then the arrow is moving to the right. Okay, until the end. And then you label it, x is greater than or equal to negative 6. The second one, x is less than negative 4. So on top of negative 4, I draw my circle. Do I have to darken it?
No.
So very good, you understand very well. So when it is less than, I move to the left. And label it, x is less than negative 4. Okay, the next thing, we need to find the common region. To find the common region, very simple. You just need to see where the two lines occur. You see, these two lines occur. This part, only one line, there's no line at the bottom. This part, only one line, there's no line on top. So the common region is right in the middle, here. And then you can check this part. Okay, so that's the common region. After you found the common region, you need to get the solution. Okay, so the solution is, this part is very important. You need to remember this, the step of writing the solution. The solution is, what do you do is, because the x is in between this part here, right? You write down the x like this. And then the arrow must be pointing to the left. You cannot write the arrow pointing to the right, pointing to the left like this. You also cannot write the arrow pointing to the right like this. No. Bear in mind, the arrow can only pointing to the left. Can you remember that?
Yes.
Okay, only pointing to the left. So this is how you solve it. We are going to solve the first part. You can see from here, x is greater than what? So you look at the number here. Look at the number. X is greater than or equal to negative 6. So what we need to do, you just add on. X, for this part here, x is greater than or equal to negative 6. This is how you fill it. X is greater than or equal to negative 6 for this one. And then for the right hand side here, x is less than what? So refer to this. x is less than -4. So you just need to fill in -4 on the right. So our solution is already done. That is the solution for it. Are you okay?
Yes.
Yes.